Hi guys, my name's Austin, and for my speech I chose to focus on and I chose to look at one by Bill Gates talking about how essentially the next outbreak's going to happen and we're not going to be prepared for it as a society. I really have admired Bill Gates just throughout his life, his success he's had, so I thought that'd be a great, person to look at, see if there's anything I could take away from it. And there were a couple things I took away from the speech. First off, I immediately noticed when he came out, he walked on stage, he was very confident. He had no speech anxiety. He didn't have any of that. He was confident in himself. He was very assertive in what he was saying. He was looking around, which goes back to, kind of that physical delivery aspect of it as well. So he had great physical delivery. He was looking around. He was just making, sudden hand gestures. I also think the way he was just walking, it wasn't like sitting there tapping his foot or moving his hands. He was, confident in himself. He was looking around, walking around. It wasn't like a jittery walk. It was just a normal dude who seemed really confident. He had a really nice conversational tone. And what I mean by that is when the way he spoke, it was very like open and inviting for others to feel as if they're having a back and forth conversation. Even though obviously the way the talk works, there is no conversation back and forth, right? But he was still presenting it in a way that it felt like, you, the audience, were talking with him. The lighting was very good, obviously, with the stage. That made it really easy. I thought he had great vocal variety as well. I've seen oftentimes throughout speeches, sometimes either at like a church setting or, just work related, people will just read off a script and there will be no vocal fluctuation, no pacing, nothing. And it kind of can make the audience fall asleep or, kind of zone out. You're not focusing on the speech that much. You're thinking about, what are you going to have for dinner? Did your TV record your show? But no, the way he did it with his vocal variety, it was very nice. There was a nice pacing of it. Words that need to be emphasized more were emphasized. He paced it really nice. He led into it with his vocal fluctuation. So he had great vocal variety. But yeah, overall, I really enjoyed the talk. I think, again, to reiterate, he had great vocal variety, and he had a really nice conversational tone. On top of that, he also had no clear signs of speech anxiety. He was just really confident. The lighting was great, so it felt like you could see his facial expressions and everything that was going on there. And then finally, he just, had a great, physical delivery by just constantly looking around. He was assertive and confident. But yeah, guys, have a great day.